It's about to start, like 10 seconds. Setting up. Okay, we should be good to go.
I'm gonna mute.
Yep.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم إني أسألك وأتوجه إليك بنبيك نبي الرحمة محمد صلى الله عليه وآله يا أبا القاسم يا رسول الله يا رسول الله يا إمام الرحمة يا سيدنا مولانا إنا واستشفعنا توسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي يا وجيهنا عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا الحسن يا أمير المؤمنين يا علي بن أبي طالب يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا توسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عنا يا فاطمة الزهراء يا بنت محمد يا قرة عين الرسول يا سيدتنا ومولاتنا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيهة عند الله اشفعي لنا عند الله يا أبا محمد أيها المصطفى يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا توسلنا بك إلى الله قدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا يا أبا عبد الله ابن علي أيها الشيخ يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا الله يا أبا عبد الله يا حسين بن علي أيها الشهيد ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا مولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها أن الله اشفع لنا أن الله يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن الحسين يا زين العابدين يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا يا أبا الحسن واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيه الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا جعفر يا محمد بن علي أيها الباقر يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا عبد الله يا جعفر بن محمد أيها الصادق يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا الحسن يا موسى بن جعفر أيها القادم يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن موسى أيها الرضا يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا جعفر يا محمد بن علي يا طفي الجواد يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن محمد أيها الهادي النقي يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا مولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا أبا محمد يا حسن بن علي أيها الزكي العسكري يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا وصي الحسن والخلف الحجة أيها القائم المنتظر المهدي يا ابن رسول الله يا حجة الله على خلقه يا سيدنا ومولانا إنا توجهنا واستشفعنا وتوسلنا بك إلى الله وقدمناك بين يدي حاجاتنا يا وجيها عند الله اشفع لنا عند الله. يا سادتي وموالي إني توجهت بكم أئمتي وعدتي ليوم فقري وحاجتي إلى الله وتوسلت بكم إلى الله واستشفعت بكم إلى الله فاشفعوا لي عند الله واستنقذوني من ذنوبي عند الله فإنكم وسيلتي إلى الله وبحبكم وبقربكم أرجو نجاة من الله فكونوا عند الله رجائي يا سادتي يا أولياء الله صلى الله عليهم أجمعين ولعن الله دعا الله ظالمين من الأولين والآخرين آمين رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد.
طيب الله نبارك.
أياكم اللهم صل.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أبو القاسم مصطفى محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين سيما بقية الله في الأرضين روحي وأرواح العالمين ولتراب مقدمه فدا. وأما بعد, inshallah, tonight, since we are still in Sha'ban, we'll continue with the greatest topic that Ahl Shia have, and that would be that our Imam is still alive and with us. And this time, as we are going through this crisis of pandemic, is the best time to reaffirm our allegiance to our Imam. This Imam, that Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam, when he refers to him Sayyiduna al-Qa'im, our Sayyid Qa'im. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. And on the day that he comes, he says that he will announce his arrival from Kaaba. And then when he introduces himself, he will say to the people, Ya masha'ir al-khalaiq, O people, Ala wa man arada an yandaru ila Adam wa Shayth. If you want to see Adam and Shayth, which is the Nabi after Adam, faha ana dha Adam wa Shayth. I am Adam and I am Shayth. Ala wa man arada an yandaru ila Nuh wa waladihi Sam. If you want to look at Nuh and his son Sam, faha ana dha Nuh wa Sam. I am that Nuh and I am that Sam. Sam was the son of Nuh, the next Nabi after Nuh. وَمَنْ أَرَادَ أَنْ يَنْظَرُ إِلَىٰ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْمَاعِيلَ فَهَا أَنَا ذَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْمَاعِيلَ. If anybody wants to see Ibrahim and Ismail, I am Ibrahim, I am Ismail. Subhanallah. أَلَا وَمَنْ أَرَادَ أَنْ يَنْظَرُ إِلَىٰ مُوسَى وَيُوشَعَ فَهَا أَنَا ذَا مُوسَى وَيُوشَعَ. If you want to see Musa and Yusha, come, I am Musa and Yusha. Allah wa man arada an yanzaru ila Isa wa Sham'un. If you want to see Isa and his wasi Sham'un, faha ana dha Isa wa Sham'un. Allah wa man arada an yanzaru ila Muhammadin wa Amir al-Mu'minin salawatullah alayhuma. And even if you want to see Rasulullah and Amir al-Mu'mineen, فَهَا أَنَا ذَا مُحَمَّدٍ وَأَمِيرَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ أَلَا وَمَنْ أَرَادَ أَنْ يَنْظَرُ إِلَى الْحَسَنِ وَالْحُسَيْنِ. If you want to see Imam al-Mushtaba wa Aba Abdullah al-Hussein, فَهَا أَنَا ذَا الْحُسَنِ وَالْحُسَيْنِ. I am that Hassan and I am that Hussein. على ومن أراد أن ينظر إلى أئمة من ولد الحسين. And if you want to make ziyarah, you want to see all the أئمة that came after Hussein, فها أنا ذا أئمة. I am those imams. أجيب إلي. Come to me. Come to me and ask me anything you want to know. I will give you the information that you have never received before. Subhanallah. The introduction is like that. And then he goes on and introduces him as he is related to Imam al-Hussein and the events of Karbala. When you recite Ziyarat Ali Yasin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told Imam Masoom to teach us this ziyarah. And at the beginning, it says why we do this. The Ziyarat al-Yasin, what is it for? Ziyarat al-Yasin is, Imam says, فَإِذَا أَرَدْتُمْ أَتَوَجَّهُ بِنَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. If you want to get close, refocus, redirect your attention to Allah through us, وَإِلَيْنَا فَقُولُوا. And you have to say, كما قال الله تعالى. You have to say the way Allah said, Salamun ala Ali Yasin. Subhanallah. This, you have to understand that this is a hadith that Rasulullah said, and Abu Abdullah from Rasulullah said, Inna likulli shay'in qalban wa inna qalb al-Qur'an Yasin. That everything has a heart, and the heart of Quran is Yasin, and the heart of Yasin is this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Yasin, Salamun qawlan min Rabban Rahim. Subhanallah. This Salamun qawlan min Rabban Rahim it is unclear if you don't know Ziyarat Al Yasin. Allah is sending this salam to whom? But Imam Mahsum has opened that for you. This is Salamun ala Al Yasin. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. This is what we know how to say salam to all our A'imma. If you want to get closer to this very simple, إذا أردتم توجه بنا إلى الله وإلينا, pay attention to this. If you want to focus toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you want your attention to be redirected toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through us, and then again to us. So there are like three phases. Phase number one, you want to go to Allah, you have to go through them. Then Allah says, now that you want to see how I operate, go back to my A'imma, go back to these 14 infallible. That's why you have tawajjuh bina ilallah, and then again ilayna, and come back to us. What does that mean? That means when we go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will say, good, now that you want to see how I execute my rahmah, how I give you my ilm, how I give you my hilm, how I give you, how am I jawad to you, how am I rahim to you, how am I kareem to you, I have all of that to be given to you, to shower over you through these 14 infallible. So this is what it means. Tawajjuh bina ila Allah wa ilayna. Come back. Do you remember what Salman said? Why shouldn't I smile? Because I know where I have come, and I know where I am going, and in between I am with Vilayat Amir al-Mu'mineen. That's exactly the same thing here. Salman had got that from Rasulullah, and now Imam Sadiq is telling you how this works for Wali al-Asr. Subhanallah. Inshallah, Allah may reward you a ziyarah. You go to the ziyarah of Sardab, of Sahib al-Zaman, where it's a basement where last time Imam was seen by regular people as a child. He entered that basement, and the army of Abbasi Khalifa surrounded that area to capture him. And the commander said, as soon as that person comes out, capture him. And he came out in front of their eyes. They were unable to see him, and he left. And they waited, they waited. Nobody came out. They didn't see anybody, so they went in. There was nobody. And that's why they say this is the place that he went to Ghaibat. Imam Sahib al-Asr al-Zaman from that place went to Ghaibat al-Sughra and then Ghaibat al-Kubra. So when you go to that place and you want to do a ziyarah, there's a beautiful ziyarah. In that ziyarah, I want to bring your attention to only one line, maybe two tonight, and then you understand why we should be proud of having this Imam. In one of the abarat of this ziyarah, you say, Assalamu alayka, ya nadhira, shajarat al-tuba wa sidrat al-muntaha. You say to Imam, Assalamu alayka, the one that his nazar, his glance is from earth all the way past shajarat al-tuba, all the way to sidrat al-muntaha. Now, you remember the night of Mi'raj, Subhanalladhi Asra bi'abdihi, the night min al-Masjid al-Haram. So later on, Imam Sadiq explains the journey, says that Rasulullah started his Mi'raj from Mecca to Masjid al-Aqsa, from Masjid al-Aqsa to Sama al-Dunya, to the Dunya's limit. And then from that Sama, he went 7 different layers of the universe, 7 different, not galaxy, 7 different layers after all galaxies. And then at that time is when he came to a place that he saw Shajarat al-Tuba. And then after that, he came to Sidrat al-Muntaha. And after Sidrat al-Muntaha, he came to a place that we call it Bakana Qaba Qawsayn aw Adna, that place. Now, as a human experience, you all know what your mind can see and imagine is way beyond and above what your eyes can see. Human discoveries throughout our history has been because we saw something in our mind, we made that thing to get greater and faster and more efficient. We first imagined that invention in our head, and then we invented it. It's always the power of mind that is way above and beyond the power of sight and what you can see. Now, if human being saw the sky and then invented airplane, if human being saw the moon and then invented the rocket that lands on the moon, if human being saw the sun and sent devices that can get close to the sun, if human being saw other galaxies and made spacecraft that can leave our galaxy and start exploring other galaxies, if human can see the stars and discovers and makes a telescope through the power of his mind to see above and beyond the stars that you can see with your own eyes, if a human can see anything, always the mind has the power to take that vision much farther and above and beyond what you're glancing at. Now, just see the simple degree of magnitude of the glance of Mahdi. This is just the glance of Mahdi. I cannot even begin to speak what is the power of the mind of Mahdi. His glance covers from earth to Shajarat al-Tuba, past that, and go to Sidrat al-Muntaha. Sidrat al-Muntaha is the limit that Jibreel cannot go past that. But Imam Mahdi, eyes, the glance power, the sight power of your Imam Mahdi can travel instantly from where he is here now on earth to Sidrat al-Muntaha. What can be said about the power of the mind of Imam Mahdi? When a regular human being can see something, how much his mind can go above and beyond what he sees. Compare that to Imam Mahdi, who's a ma'soom, whose eyes sees, just his glance sees all the way to Sidrat al-Muntaha. Then what power of his mind can see? Subhanallah. All we can do is just do sajda. That's the only thing we can do. We cannot even begin to understand this. Assalamu alayka ya nur Allah la yutfa. Subhanallah. Allah himself says, I am nur as-samawat wal-arz. But now we are telling to our Imam, Assalamu alayka ya nur Allah. Nobody can do tafsir of this ibarah of the ziyarah. They can do translation, but the tafsir is above and beyond of our simple mind. Jibreel comes to Sidrat al-Muntaha and he says, if I come as much as the noon and mullah yani as much as the small amount as a tip of a finger, as much as I move from Sidrat al-Muntaha far as much as a tip of the finger, lahtaraqtu, I will be burned. This is Jibreel, that he cannot go but the glance of Imam Mahdi goes above and beyond that. Subhanallah. How can we even understand? The only thing we can do is do sajda shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we call ourselves the Shia of this powerful Imam. Assalamu alayka ya nadhir shajarat al-tuba wa sidrat al-muntaha. Assalamu alayka ya nur Allah alladhi la yutfa. How can we understand this? I believe, I just want to explain to you a little bit. I apologize in advance if what I'm about to say may not be simple for grasping, but when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this universe, the time and space have been intertwined together to create what you call our galaxies and all this universe. Okay? And when you come to the point that there is no more time and space up to your reach, you come to that point, sometimes it can be replicated when somebody comes close to a black hole. A black hole is when the physics law stops. When scientists, they want to call that, they have come up with a name which may describe it or may not describe it, but they call that interface between where there is normal time and space and above, which is not what we can understand. They call that event horizon. Event horizon is a boundary. It's not something you can go travel to. It's a boundary beyond which, beyond that boundary, events cannot affect an observer. So this boundary, event horizon, is there any Quranic or Ahl al-Bayt talk about such a thing, about event horizon? Event means something that is happening, that is something is taking place. I don't need to translate event for you. All know what event is. But in our language, Quranic language, we call that al-waqi'ah. And Quran has an entire surah called al-waqi'ah. And Rasulullah has much to say about fada'il of this surah. That if you recite it this many times, this much barakah will come to you. If you recite it that many times, you will be excused from azab. If you so many fada'il for just this one surah. And it is also called the event, the greatest event, al-waqi'ah. إِذَا وَقَعَتُ الْوَاقِعَةِ. When this happens, when this event take place, and it will happen, and it is not kadhiba, this is not something that is a lie, it will happen. And what makes it happen? حافظة رافعة. Subhanallah. It means that this event takes place when the matter of whatever is the masses in there, let's say a big galaxy, when all of the bodies in that place, they collapse on themselves, and then they rise in explosion. Half of them means they collapse the way a sun collapses, because hydrogen inside gets all converted to helium and it has no more any fuel, and it first collapses on itself, on its center, and then it explodes many times greater than its original size. So first is hafida and then rafi'ah. And that قاب قوسين أو أدنى. This is the boundary that separates this universe and the alam al-malakut universe. That alam is so tightened. By the way, what I said alam malakut, I don't mean where the malaika can go. No, I mean that is a place no malak al-mugharrab and no rasul al-mursal has ever been able to go except Rasulullah. That is the power. That is how far Imam Mahdi can see. Subhanallah. It's not. When Musa asked, Ya Rab, لما جاء Musa, when Musa came to Miqatana, he came to meet with us, he asked, Allah, I want to see you. Arini, I want to see you. And Allah said, you cannot see me. Lan tarani, you can never see me. But if this mountain can stay, then you can see me. If this mountain can, you look at this mountain after I did tajalli to it, I did manifest myself to it. If the mountain can stand that tajalli of mine, then you can see me. And Quran says, kaddan, it became evaporated, that mountain. And Musa passed out. In that, your Rasul is the only entity who can go past above Sidrat al-Muntaha, all the way to the place that is called Qaba Qawsayn aw Adna. Subhanallah. This is why Imam Sajjad and Imam Mahdi, they introduce themselves as Ibn Sidratul Muntaha, Ibn Safa wal Marwa, Ibn Qaba Qawsayn. That is because they belong to that man, Rasulullah, who was able to go there. Those places, as great as they are, as unreachable as they are nothing to greatness of Rasulullah. They bow, they do sajda to Rasulullah. And Rasulullah goes there, they become happy. They take honor into the fact that Rasulullah has come to them. Cannot. These 14 Ahl Bayt are above and beyond regular understanding. If they themselves, they do not want us to learn about them, we could have never learned anything about them. And this, Ya Subhan, and this Imam, every day experiences the loneliness his great-grandfather, Imam al-Hussein, experienced in the day of Ashura in Karbala. He is the one that, you remember, Imam al-Hussein, he came and said, Hal min nasir yansurni? Is there anybody who will come and help me? And he heard nobody. Imam Mahdi goes through that pain and suffering every day. Hal min nasir yansurni? Is there anyone who would be able to help me the way I need them to? And rest assured, until there is not enough people who will say Labbaik ya Mahdi, Allah will not allow his last hujjah to come and be slaughtered like others. Because Allah has promised us, through him, he will bring justice to this earth. Through him, he will bring that beautiful promise that he made, that I know something to Malaika, he said, that you don't know. Wait until my Mahdi come, and then look at earth, and then you look and see why I created Adam. That glorifying time that Mahdi is coming, Inshallah, in the next few weeks, I will talk about what happens when he comes, what changes take place when he comes. But believe me, right now, he is as muztar as any mustar can be. In fact, he says the ayah, أَمَّنْ يُجِيبٌ مُسْتَرَّ إِذَا دَعَى وَيَكْشَفُ السُّوءَ. I am that mustar. He himself says that. I am that mustar that is waiting to come and save all of us. He is waiting for us to get ready. We are not waiting for him to get ready. He was born ready. He arrived in this universe ready. The malaika that Imam Sadiq says that come with him, those malaika were created from day one, ready to come with him. They are all ready. You need to get ready. Your heart needs to get ready. You need to open your heart to the welcoming of Imam Mahdi. عجل الله تعالى فرجه. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء. Why would our Imam, this powerful Imam, refer to himself as the first and most mustar in the universe? Why? Because he sees what's happening. He witnessed what has happened. He is witnessing what suffering we are going through. But he also knows that we are not ready to welcome him. He is mustar because you and I, we are not moving above and beyond what we can do for them. Therefore, they are mustar. Have you ever thought about it that way? Imam Mahdi, yes, Imam al-Hussein is mazloom. Yes, Imam Hussein was alone. But at least Imam Hussein had Abbas, had Ali Akbar, had Qasim, had Aun, had Muhammad, had three other brothers of Abbas, had Ali Asghar, and above and beyond, he had Zainab. You tell me who Mahdi has. You tell me, can you be like Ashab al-Hussein were to Hussein to be Ashab Mahdi? Which one of us can claim to say that I am Habib ibn Madahir? Which one of us can say that I can be one of the Sahaba who said, Labbaik ya Hussein? Every day is a repetition of Ashura for Imam Mahdi. Every day he will come in the morning and says, Hal min nasir yansurni. And every night he will do his last sajda to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Give me permission to come. Every night he says that. Allah, make them ready so I can come and save them. And that Imam Mahdi goes through what Hussein went through. If you recite Ziyarat Nahiyah, which is the account of Imam Mahdi about what took place in Ashura, subhanallah, there is a detailed account that Imam al-Hussein says about what they did to Hussein and his Ahl al-Bayt. There are parts that he says, لَأَبْكِيَنَّ بَدَلَ الدُّمُوعِ الدَّمَاء. He cries for what has taken place in Ashura, but what kind of cry? Instead of shedding regular tears, he shed blood. And when people ask Imam Mahdi, when in Ashura, what event in Ashura makes you cry so much so that instead of tears, blood comes from your eyes? And Imam says what they did to Zainab and Ahl al-Bayt. What they did to Zainab and Ahl al-Bayt. That mal'oon Shamr, when he jumped on Imam al-Hussein to cut his head, to cut the veins of his neck, you know what he did? Before he started doing that, he raised the head of Imam al-Hussein and he ordered his army to attack the tents of Zainab and Ahl al-Bayt. He wanted Hussein to see what they are about to do to Zainab, to Layla, to all the Ahl al-Bayt's women. He, Mal'un, wanted Hussein to see before he killed Hussein. A'udhu billah. Ala la'natullah ala qawm zalimin. What they did to Hussein, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, bihaqq al-Mahdi, make us always remember Ashura. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, عجل 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 ظهور فرجك. Ya Allah, بحق Muhammad wa al Muhammad, make all of us live and die and resurrect with حب Zahra. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Give me 1 second. اللهم صل على اللهم صل اللهم صل على
بسم الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك يا وارث آدم صفوة الله. السلام عليك يا وارث نوح نبي الله. السلام عليك يا وارث إبراهيم خليل الله. السلام عليك يا وارث موسى كليم الله. السلام عليك يا وارث عيسى روح الله. السلام عليك يا وارث محمد حبيب الله. السلام عليك يا وارث علي أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام ولي الله. السلام عليك يا ابن محمد المصطفى. السلام عليك يا ابن علي المرتضى. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. السلام عليك يا ابن خديجة الكبرى. السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور. أشهد أنك قد أقمت الصلاة وآتيت الزكاة وأمرت بالمعروف ونهيت عن المنكر وأطعت الله ورسوله حتى أتاك اليقين. فلعن الله أمة قتلت ولعن الله أمة ظلمت ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله، أشهد أن لك كنت نورا في الأصلاب الشامخة والأرحام المطهرة، لم تنجسك الجاهلية بأنجاسها ولم تلبسك من مدلهمات ثياب. وأشهد أنك من دعائم الدين وأركان المؤمنين، وأشهد أنك الإمام البر التقي الرضي الزكي الهادي المهدي، وأشهد أن الأئمة من ولدك كلمة التقوى وأعلام الهدى والعروة الوثقى والحجة على أهل الدنيا. وأشهد الله وملائكته وأنبياءه ورسله أني بكم مؤمن وبإيابكم موقن وبشرائع ديني وخواتيم عملي وقلبي لقلبكم سن وأمري لأمركم متبع. صلوات الله عليكم وعلى أرواحكم وعلى أجسادكم وعلى أجسامكم وعلى شاهدكم وعلى غائبكم وعلى ظاهركم وعلى باطنكم. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك يا ابن نبي الله، السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا ابن الحسين الشهيد، السلام عليك أيها الشهيد، السلام عليك أيها المظلوم. لعن الله أمة قتلت، ولعن الله أمة ظلمت، ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. يا السلام عليك يا أولياء الله وأحبائه، السلام عليكم يا أصفياء الله وأودائه، السلام عليكم يا أنصار دين الله، السلام عليكم يا أنصار رسول الله، السلام عليكم يا أنصار أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليكم يا أنصار فاطمة سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليكم يا أنصار أبي محمد الحسن بن علي الولي الناصح، السلام عليكم يا أنصار أبي عبد الله بأبي أنتم وأمي، طبتم وطابت الأرض التي فيها دفنتم وفزتم فوزا عظيما. فيا ليتني كنت معكم فأفوز معكم. السلام عليك يا أبا الفضل العباس بن أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا ابن سيد الوصيين، السلام عليك يا ابن أول القوم إسلاما وأقدمهم إيمانا وأقومهم بدين الله وأحوطهم على الإسلام. أشهد لقد نصحت لله ولرسوله ولأخيك فنعم الأخو الواسي. فلعن الله أمة قتلتك، ولعن الله أمة ظلمتك، ولعن الله أمة استحلت منك المحارم وانتهكت حرمة الإسلام. فنعم الأخو الصابر المجاهد المحامي الناصر، والأخ الدافع عن أخيه المجيب إلى طاعة ربه، الراغب فيما زهد فيه غيره من الثواب الجزيل والثناء الجميل، والحقق الله بدرجة آبائك في جنات النعيم. أو صلى الله على محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتع فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. لشفاء المرضى وقضاء الحوائج ويسعد أما ويجيب 5 times. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. 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 إلى أمواتنا جميعا ورسالة الفاتحة لجميع الشهداء وأموات على الإيمان ورسالة الفاتحة وتقال. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم صل
على محمد وعلى محمد. تقبل الله تقبل الله. Thank you, Brother Abbas. So thank you, Brother Asad. Inshallah, brothers and sisters, we'll continue our program, inshallah, Thursday. Inshallah, stay safe and keep, inshallah, your faith and your health intact. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
وعليكم السلام.
وعليكم السلام. أحسنت.